This is a player who doesn't often miss much time. First 5 games for the Kings will be on the road. The Ducks work it to the front of the net. Nice left pad save by Kemper. As parked on the doorstep was Nestorenko.
You know, one of the interesting lines tonight for the Ducks features 2 players that might be battling for the same spot in the lineup. That's Colangelo and Nestorenko. They both had good opportunities on their initial shift to the hockey game. An interesting story that we'll touch on in tonight's broadcast, but Ducks beating pucks through to the front of the net, and boy, Nestorenko has had a great camp so far, has had a couple of outstanding opportunities.
Cam Talbot for the Kings this season. He's in Detroit now with the Red Wings as Jack Studnicka behind the net works it loose, and the Kings bring it out high. Englund across, and Mobereri got one through and a stick save. Samuel Hellenius knocks one down in the neutral zone, got it ahead. Andre Lee wired it right through the blue paint. To the line, Jordan Spence lets a one-timer go. Loose in front. The Kings' power play was 12th in the league a year ago. Kevin Fiala led the way with 11 power play goals, and here's a short-handed break. But Toronto turned away.
They got to be one of the big questions, I think, surrounding LA with no Drew Doughty with that broken ankle to start the season. Who's going to quarterback the power play? Brent Clark, the youngster, is expected to fill that role, but well, you missed Doughty, and that's a big loss.
Fogle again in front. This is Alex Turcotte. Got 24 games with the big club a year ago. He floats it on, and it goes through, dance, and out the other side. Vakanainen. We got a big lineup tonight, Brian. They should be able to deliver.
Might be the biggest third line I have seen in the NHL. Or fourth line, I guess it is.
Doesn't matter. It might be the biggest line, period.
Yeah.
I mean, like a basketball team.
Shortest player is 6'5".
Yeah, 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Loose puck at the blue line. Ooh! Big hit on Jan Mysak, and that was delivered by Andreas Englund. Good to see Mysak pop right back up. Englund handles it and moves it out of the zone. Carson Meyer picks it off. Came over from Columbus in the offseason, gets it on net. Kemper squeezes it, and everybody gets a chance to get to know one another.
The starting game lineup, regular season starting game lineup.
So much focus now in all professional sports in preseason action. Keeping those players healthy. Mikey Anderson's bid blockered away by Dance. Behind the play, Parker Jones mixing it up in the corner, and he and Vetrano separate. Remember, the Ducks lost Alex Killorn in the final preseason game last year to a broken finger. It cost him the first 10 games of the season. You can't worry that much about it, but boy, as a management team and a coaching staff, every organization is just hoping to get to opening day as healthy as possible.
And, you know, it was...
He mentioned to me, he said, you know, he goes, it was surreal. He said it was almost unbelievable, the ups and downs that he experienced last season. Something he's never really gone through in his hockey career. Nice save on the original shot by Dance, but he left it laying around. And Tanner Jeannot able to clean it up. The Kings have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, just a puck thrown towards the front of the net. Original shot through traffic, and he left kind of a fat rebound lying around. Jeannot kicks it back to the point and does what all veteran wingers know to do, and that is get back to the front of the net. You can see that
now he has it at the line. Under pressure from Lee, he moves away. Strome gets Vetrano. Hard one-timer fought off by Kemper.
Plays with a little bit of an edge to him, too. He's not afraid to go into those corners full speed.
Third-round pick in 23, and stop me if you've heard this before. He's only 20 years old. Played a couple of years in the Finnish Elite League. Fresh off the bench, Meyer picks one up, speeds in, fires in and out of Kemper's glove. Rebound was there, and taking a swat at it was Sidorov.
A nice little bump on Jeannot there, and that's the thing you notice about a lot of these youngsters that reported to camp for the Ducks, John. They've all added a little bit extra weight.
Some room for the Kings on the rush. Deneau on a give and go, and he scores. I beg your pardon, it was Gavrikov, not Deneau. He looked like Deneau on the rush. It's 2-0 Kings.
the Ducks net here. It's an outnumbered attack. You can see a clear-cut 3-on-2 break. Abercroft is the trailer. Fiala is going to put it right in his wheelhouse. Dansk is there, but that stick blade.
Isak making his preseason debut for the Ducks. Came over at the trade deadline last season for former Duck first-rounder Jacob Perreault. Moves it up the boards for the Ducks. Can't get it out. England kept it in. 5 minutes gone, second period. Kings with 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and a 2-0 lead. There's Philip Deneau right in front. Great pass. And Fiala, or excuse me, Thomas with the finish. It's 3-0.
What a pass. What a great pass through that crease. And the smarts that they bring to the table. Watch what happens here with Deneau. He buys some time, gets the head up, pulls that puck into a great passing position, and he just zips it out front. Another example of Akil Thomas getting inside of his check.
Kings have waited on him. They've been patient. I mentioned his nice finish to the regular season last year. Picks up where he left off here in the preseason. His first goal of the preseason is now 3-0 Kings as Kemper grabs that one.
He is productive. Boy, that's a big win for general manager Rob Blake.
Kings win the draw. Fiala gets this one through, and hanging on to it is Dansk's mark from Strome as he had Lundestrom in the slot. Lundestrom with a nice keep, gets it to Zellweger. He takes it in behind the net. Good movement in the offense. Olin Zellweger, AHL All-Star in San Diego last year, ahead off the stick of Zegras. Zegras gets it back, throws it into the goal crease, and it's gloved off by Darcy Kemper. That was minus 90 in goal differential over the course of the season. No small feat. Nestorenko from behind the net got it to the front of the net against his former teammate at the U.S. national program, Alex Turcotte. He decks him. And that frees the puck up for Luno, who takes it behind the net. On his backhand, he hits the brakes, brings it to his forehand. Fought off by Kemper. A little rebound left laying around. Ducks go to work.
Anaheim really had an extended sequence where they're able to get the puck in the offensive zone, make a couple of plays down low.
Puck right into the goal crease is Fogle, who gets up, gets it back. Philip Deneau away with it. Deneau now halfway through that 6-year free agent deal he signed in 22 with the Kings, and no stick for Oscar Dansk, rehabbing from that Achilles injury. Missed the first 36 games of the season. I mean, that list could have been much longer, and probably not enough room for it on our screen as Dansk kicks one out from the high slot. Fiala with the keep. Quick puck movement comes right back to him. Native of Switzerland puts it right on the doorstep, and Studnicka is denied in close by Oscar Dansk.
Now it's the best stop of the game by Dansk, and some pretty nice puck movement from the Kings. And it's Fiala again that gets a good read and finds that stick of Studnicka, who was a kind of a late.
Leeson has it pinned to the wall. And he's in no hurry to let it free. Finally kept in. Spence walks right down the slot. And a shot that Studnicka made. The screen on, and this one trickles just across the goal line. It started with the screen. Studnicka in front.
Play by LA. It's a board battle. The Kings fish the puck out. And look at the room that Spence has to move it in. And it's another redirect by Studnicka. That puck comes across, and Byfield's shot partially blocked by Luno, and just has enough to get across the line behind Oscar Dansk. Oh man, that was going wide.
Before they start the regular season against one another, so
it'll be our first look at Macklin Celebrini, the #1 overall pick.
Point blank save, as Dumoulin was up on the rush that time. He finds Zegras at the line, and the horn sounds. Kemper pitches the shutout. One last save in the dying seconds, a 23 save effort.